Welcome to today's foam rolling release class. My name is Kayla Brugger. I'm going to guide you through about a 10 to 15 minute lower body roll. So you're going to need your foam roller and we're going to start seated. Let's just go ahead and sit on the roller. I want you to position it so your sits bones are in front of the roller right now, so you feel the roller right on the meaty part and middle part of your tush. You're gonna take your fingertips back behind you and then get a little bit of a chest stretch here with this one. Feet are about hip width distance apart, and then I'm just gonna have you roll back and forth, your tailbone and sacrum, and then back to your sits bones here. And you might start to feel as you're rolling over your glutes here, there might be like a knot or like a hump that you end up rolling over, especially on one side versus the other. Definitely feeling a little bit more of like a bubble and a knot on my left glute. It's much more pronounced as I'm rolling through on the left side. So just kind of take note of those things, because you might, I might ask you to stop on a sweet spot, and that's what I'm referring to. If you feel like a hard bubble or the roller is like rolling over a hump, that's gonna kind of be your sweet spot. Now go ahead and sway your knees to the right. You're gonna put a little bit more pressure in your outer right glute here. So you're not gonna feel much on the left side right now. Let's pass a couple more times, just targeting more into the abductor, glute med, and then sway those knees to the left. So same thing, you're gonna be lighter on the right glute here, pretty heavy on the left side. Now we're gonna come back to center. I'm gonna have you walk your hands in, stack your spine up, walk your feet out a little bit so they're not so close to the roller, and let's start by crossing the right ankle over the left knee. So you're coming into your figure four stretch. So if you're just really tight here and you need to walk your left foot out even more so it's not so intense, go ahead and just stretch that leg out a little further. The closer you have it in, obviously the more intense the stretch is going to be here. I want you to sit up as tall as you possibly can, and then just hold for about 30 seconds, staying long and lifted, shoulders relaxed. Try to press the right knee away from the shoulder so it's not popping up here. We want to try to open. Right foot floated. You're kind of eliminating as much pressure as you need to with your hand and foot that are anchoring down on the mat if it becomes too intense. Ooh, all right. Now I'm gonna have you completely turn onto your tummy. And you're gonna kind of come into a Superman position, like an army crawl on your forearms. Just gonna kind of crawl forward and crawl back from your pubic bone towards your kneecaps. You can turn your toes inward and turn your toes outward again to get a little bit more different connection to the muscles of the quad. When you turn the toes out, a little more inner thigh. When you turn the toes in, a little bit more outer and top of the quad. Now we've got one more roll position on the right side here. So go ahead and send your knees to the floor, press yourself up. You're gonna need to slide the roller towards the right. So the left side can come off the mat here. And you're gonna come into a forward lying position back to kind of that army crawl. Left knee is propped up on the floor. Your right quad is on the roller. So again, you're gonna army crawl forward, so it's just the right leg here. Army crawl back. The left knee really isn't moving. It's your arms that are moving you back and forth here. Let's go about 3 more passes. Last one. Now I want you to position the roller more towards the top of your quad here. Now find a sweet spot, bend the knee, oh my goodness. Hold for 3, and then you're gonna release it. You're gonna move the roller down your quad an inch. Find another sweet spot. Bend the knee, ooh. I am so tight in my quad, so this is incredibly tight for me. Feels like my muscle might snap. Not quite, that was like an exaggeration, but yes, that's how tight my quads are. Go ahead and release. Okay, we're gonna do it 3 more times. Find another sweet spot. Bend the knee, hold, pause, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the leg long, move the roller down another inch, hold, bend the knee, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it long, 1 more time. Bend the knee, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it long. Do 3 more full passes all the way up and all the way down the quad muscle there. Yes, very good. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna repeat that whole thing on the other side. So I'm actually gonna just turn around so you can see me a little bit better as I position the roller to be working down the left side now. So you're gonna start seated, finding that figure 4 cross, left ankle over the right side here. Again, we're just gonna stay tall here. Remember how I talked about the positioning of the right foot. If you need less bend in the knee, slide it out. More bend in the knee, bigger stretch into the figure 4. Just breathe, stay tall. Try to draw the knee away from the shoulder here so it's not hugging right up against your body. Now keeping the foot crossed here, you're gonna transition your weight over to the left, taking the left hand behind you. You're gonna be rocking a little bit more into the outer left glute and then rolling back and forth here. This feels so nice. A lot of times we can tend to carry tension in our glutes. Everything is connected, especially when our glutes and hamstrings get tight. That can cause a lot of lower back pain and discomfort. So it's always so important to stretch those areas of the body. We tend to carry a lot of emotions in and around our hips as well too. So they just tend to get a little bit tighter than other areas of the body, and just because of how much sitting we do as well. Now let's go ahead and stretch the left leg long. Now the right is gonna cross over the left, and you're gonna position that roller a little bit more underneath your right hip. Left hip rather, and roll your body back and forth. Sometimes my left and right are really confused, but you know that we're doing the second side. Working a little bit more into the IT band again. So just make sure that you're rolling back and forth, and it shouldn't like take your breath away. It shouldn't be painful. Might be a little bit of discomfort here, but use your hand, your elbow, push into the mat to help take some of the pressure so your whole entire body weight just isn't dumping down into that roller. Okay, now you're gonna hold the roller an inch below your hip bone. Come. I'm still blinking. The name of this muscle, it's like that rubber band right below your hip bone. That's what we're targeting right now. You're gonna come forward, rocking forward and rocking back. Rolling forward, oh my goodness, and back. Good, forward and back. 2 more of those, forward and back. Last one, we're gonna rock it forward, and then you're gonna come down. Both legs are gonna go straight. The roller is gonna position on your quads. And do that little army crawl. So both the legs are taking on the roller right now. Toes can turn in and toes can turn out. You're gonna do about 8 to 10 passes down both quads here. You could even shift your weight a little through your hips and pelvis from one side to the other. And that way you would get a little more inner thigh down one leg and a little more outer quad on the other leg. So just kind of playing with position here. There's no right or wrong. Should all just feel somewhat good for the most part. I know it can be intense, especially when we're really tight. All right, now we're gonna go into that single leg quad roll. So I'm gonna roll the roller over so it's underneath your left quad. Your right knee is gonna come up. And then go ahead and let your weight rest down on that roller. Your left leg is gonna float up and you're gonna send your body weight back and forward here. I tend to do this lower body foam rolling sequence once or twice a week. It really helps release my quads. I carry a lot of tension in my quads and glutes. It's intense in the moment when we're rolling here, but when we're done, it feels so much better. Almost like a quick deep tissue massage. All right, take that last one. You're gonna position the roller up on top of your quad, and we're gonna do that little waterfall here. So go ahead and bend the left knee, hold it, 3, 2, 1, lower. Move the roller down, find another sweet spot. Bend. Hold it, 3, 2, 1, lengthen. All right, we've got 3 more sweet spots. Move the roller down an inch, bend, holding, 3, 2, 1, release it, move it down another inch, bend, hold it, 3, 2, 1, straighten it out, move it down 1 more inch, last time, bend, hold it, 3, 2, 1, straighten it out, and we're gonna pass through 5 more times. Back and forth there on that left side. And you can turn in to get more on the outer quad, turn in to get more on the inner thigh. 2 more passes, and last one, and that's gonna finish us out. Go ahead and press yourself up. And I just want you to take a seat on your bottom really quickly here. Then just kind of shake your legs out and just pay attention. Just notice, like, how do your quads feel right now? How do your glutes feel? Are you able to sit up a little bit taller? Does your back even feel looser because we just released some of that tension in and around the hips? Good, we'll bend the knees. Maybe you're able to sit a little bit easier, cross-legged here. Chest up, shoulders back. One final deep breath in. Stretch those arms overhead. And then exhale. Press away. Great job, everybody.